From NBC News, this is Today with Matt Lauer and Meredith Vieira.
Also coming up in Today's Kitchen, kicking up your seafood dishes with a little bit of citrus. In fact, they're both in season, so let's give it a try coming up. But first, the local news. And we're also going to step into the kitchen to shake up your dinner plans when it comes to seafood. We've got a delicious way to make seasonal sea scallops involving citrus, because actually that's in season as well. But first, let's go back to Al.
Coming up next, a new way to cook sea scallops right after this.
This morning in Today's Kitchen, our hot chef prepares sea scallops like you've never had them before. Scallops are in season now, and citrus is also at its juiciest and its sweetest. We put them together. We've got one mouth-watering dish, and Michael White is the chief partner of two acclaimed New York City restaurants, Convivio and Alto, and he's got about to open a new one, right?
A new restaurant called Marea.
All right, well,
in about 8 weeks.
Well, congratulations on that. And Michael, welcome here to the broadcast.
Thank you very much.
We're talking about sea scallops, that it can be dry or wet, and you think the dry one's the way to go. How do you know?
Absolutely. Well, dry sea scallops are something that's not treated with phosphates. If you ever go to the fish counter at your local grocery, you'll see a bowl of scallops, and you'll see this little bit of white, clear, opaque liquid, and that's really something that helps preserve scallops, because scallops have very little fat in them, and so they go quickly, and they, you know.
But you like them fresh. You like to get them
Absolutely.
dry without any of the phosphates.
That's absolutely. We shuck them out. We get them shucked. But
and why do you mix them with citrus?
I'll tell you, scallops are very, very sweet, so adding something acidic to them with a little bit of olive oil, black pepper, and then we have arugula that's peppery as well. So it's really a great combination.
So
we're going to go through it right now. Absolutely.
A little bit of happiness. Okay, so how to get it started?
So what we're doing is we peeled this ruby red grapefruit, and then what we'll do is we'll cut out segments,
yep.
and so you'll not have that pep. And what we'll do then is, once we have this cleaned, we'll take it and we'll squeeze it, and we'll get this juice, okay? And this is going to be this is a little bit of ruby red grapefruit juice, and then a little drizzle of oil, okay? And this is something that's very, very light. You know, it could be an appetizer. Scallops are those types of things that are like chef, and you'll be a superstar. They're easy to cook.
Okay.
A little bit of sea salt
and cayenne.
Cayenne.
Done. Okay.
Okay. So this is our vinaigrette. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to saute these sea scallops, and we'll put a little bit of oil in the pan.
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
Okay.
When it starts to shimmer, you see this when it starts to shimmer, you want to use a hot pan, cold oil. We'll season up these sea scallops.
A little bit of salt.
A little bit of salt. Now I don't want to add too much, okay? A little twist of black pepper. While that's getting hot.
Now listen, we want them to be nice and caramelized.
Exactly.
And you're doing this by making the oil hot before you put them in.
And then we'll turn this down a little bit. And the key to doing this is really not turning them. Once you've set them down, you don't want to turn them.
Because I mess with them. That's what I always do. Right. How long do you keep them, though, before you know
I tell you, about 3 minutes on a side, and then once you turn them, you'll see the scallops start to puff a little bit.
Right.
And when it's puffing, that means that the temperature is rising, and it starts to cook. So now we're going to flip these over.
Look at that.
Right?
What's wrong with that?
Right.
That's fantastic, Michael.
And they're full of sugar, and that's what's caramelizing. And then we put the rosemary in, do a little basting, and what we'll do is we'll take these, we're going to move them to the plate, and we're going to create our salad. So what we're going to do is add, this is fregola. Now you could use Israeli couscous, which is a semolina grain. We're going to season this up, a little bit of black pepper, and we're going to take, this is wild arugula. You could use regular conventional arugula as well. And we're going to put this in, and this is really kind of a take on Sardinia. This is a Sardinian type of pasta. A little bit of fennel. And a little bit of black olives.
Black olives. Well, you know, those are beautiful, and the all ends up looking like this over here.
Just like this.
It's unbelievable, and we're going to have a little taste test. All
right.
Michael White, thank you
Sounds
so
good.
much.
Thank you, ma'am.
For encouraging us to cook to this yummy thing that's in season. We'll be back in just a moment, but first, Today on NBC. I can't wait to eat this. Oh, this is so beautiful. Michael White is putting all that drizzle. He put the sections in there, and we're going to have a bite. Come on now, let's hit it.
Go. And as we try this, by the way, Jeff Foxworthy is stopping by with Kathy Lee.
Yum, Michael.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Nice to see you now.
First, your local news and weather.